So I just finished watching The Deadly Years. This was a mediocre episode. The premise is that the crew beams down to a planet to find everybody on there dying from old age. They're all aging very rapidly. The crew beams back up, and they are thus inflicted by the same disorder. This is where I felt the episode began to go downhill. They didn't understand what tone they were going for. At times, I felt they were trying to be humorous with, hey, let's see what everybody looks like when they get old, and Kirk's going to be cranky, and it didn't work. There wasn't enough humor in it to be funny, and it was mixed with, wow, this is kind of a serious thing, and they're dying. And so that tone was really off, and I couldn't get into it because of that. And most of the episode felt that way. The only part of it that was really worth it was the very ending. Basically, we know they're going to survive, and they do. They come up with an antidote, but during this meantime, they wind up getting into the neutral zone, and they're attacked by a bunch of Romulans. This is where I did like the episode, just because when Kirk finally does get cured, he takes back over the ship from some guy who was running it, who was kind of just a dunce and didn't know what was doing and was going to get them all killed. Kirk walks in, and they send a message to Starfleet on a coded channel that they know the Romulans have cracked. So they know that the Romulans are going to pick it up. And he basically pulls the Corbinite maneuver all over again. Even saying that, yeah, the Corbinite device is on board and it's going to destroy the whole area. And all Starfleet ships should be avoided for 4 years. Brilliant. I love that. That's Kirk at his best with his strategy. And, of course, the Romulans flee and they go into warp and they get out of there. That was the episode in a nutshell. And like I said, the whole leading up to that was kind of dull. The ending was great. My big problem is the premise of the episode. I've seen the rapid aging scenario in many other sci-fi shows, and I never liked it. It never seemed to make a whole lot of sense to me. I get it, you could come up with something that made them age rapidly, but then to reverse the process, first of all, you gotta reverse it, and then they reverse it to like the exact moment that the person started getting old. If you're going to do that, let's have some fun and do something interesting and like, oh no, we went too far and all of a sudden like they revert back to like a 7-year-old. That could be interesting. Trying to then find a balance mix or something of that nature. But they never seem to do that. It's just, oh, nope, we're all back to normal again. That I don't buy. The other element is, okay, if you have something now that can reverse aging, why aren't you doing that to, I don't know, create like a race of immortals? Maybe not the good guys do that, but your antagonist finds that, and then they begin creating a race of immortals or something. You could do so much more with this concept, and I've never seen it done. I've seen it I saw it on an episode of Stargate, which is a show that eventually I will get to doing something like I've done this, because I've only seen like the first season of Stargate SG-1, and that's another show that I would love to tackle in this format. But anyway, I've seen it in Farscape. I know I've seen it in a bunch of others, and I'm sure you guys have too. And please feel free to like send me a list of other episodes of shows that have done this. But yeah, it always seems a little hokey, and I don't like it. And I think from the get-go, I was kind of put off by this episode because of that premise. So, other than for the ending with that really great Corbinite maneuver revamp sort of thing, this episode was dull. I got nothing else to really say about it, so I will see you guys later.